82 degrees out, and I have the dashboard outside ready to be prep wiped so that way I can prime it. Super dirty. I also have the ashtray and glove box lid ready to be primed also. So got some cheap prep wipe here, and I'm gonna wipe her all down. So I have a very cheap primer gun. It's one of them TCP sets, and I actually had the blue one and it just basically rotted out on me. So I now switch tips between, the one, what is it? I think I got a 1.2, 1.4 and 1.8. But that's my primer gun. I actually have an Iwata LPH 400 that I bought. It's over here. It was used, but I got a super good deal on it. And this is my LVLP by Spray It that I use to do the base most of the times. But I usually just mix these together to use, and primer, I just use a bowl. I don't really, I can judge it by eye, but the gun's so old, I actually got to use Teflon tape on the spray head to keep it from blowing air back into the cup. Hey, you do what you can with what you got, so that's what I do. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to mix up the primer, put my gun together, and shoot the dash. That's about the only thing I'm going to shoot is primer. I have cans and clear in a can for the rest of it, but I'll show you that point when we get there. So I'm going to attempt to prime this one-handed while I talk to you at the same time. Get a nice blow off. I don't have my fan fully open, but again, it's just primer. It's going on there pretty thick, let me tell you. It's drying pretty nice though. I get some more cordage out here, a hose. Yeah, it's hard to do this and record at the same time. Definitely want it thick. Again, don't worry about crap flying up on it. It's just primer. Sort of have to try to flip this thing up. Okay, right there. Primer's basically dry on that thing already. Just gotta watch my cord around it now. Yes, and I am putting it on very heavy. Reason being is it's probably going to have to be wet sanded pretty good. Can you tell how much? I probably ain't got much primer left, so worked out perfectly. Fight this cord. Let go. And there she be. Out of primer. Looks pretty good though. So I did the test panel of the actual color. I don't think it needs flake. I think it's gonna be just fine. Just like that. So we're gonna ixnay the flake and just go straight with the can. So the primer's been sitting in this 92-degree heat for about 2 hours now. It's definitely dry. I see a couple little spots I'd like to fix. A little bit of garbage in it. Yeah, so I might hit it with a little bit of like 220 wet. Get some of these wrinkles out of it down here. I'm not really worried about. Nobody will ever see that. Top of the dash that I'm worried about. And it looks pretty wicked flat, so yeah, still could use a wet sanding. So yeah, it laid down real flat, not a lot of texture to it. It's a wall hanger, you know, ain't gonna be perfect. But the dark color will hide a lot too. Like in the scratches and stuff like that. I ain't worried about it, but yeah, she's pretty nice. She's got a little bit of like garbage in it. What do you expect? It's outside. But wet sanding will bring all that garbage out and make it nice for the dark blue that I just showed you to go on. Really nice. Now I bought 3 cans of that because online it's like 1 can does 12 square foot. Well, this is 6 foot long and 2 foot wide, so that's 12 square. Ain't no way 1 can would do this whole thing. They're crazy. Especially in a dark color, when you're going over a light color. No, never. But she almost ready to paint. I gotta get it back in the garage now. Cut out the the radio hole in the dash for, of course, the radio. And I gotta drill holes along this edge here for the wood caps. The speakers are on their way. I had to order them offline. Could not get any cheap local. You don't need $80 6.5s in this thing, you know. And then we'll be ready to paint. Start assembling. What I figured is I ordered 4. What? Is that thunder? It's freaking sunshine. But I ordered 4 6.5s, 2 on each end, and I don't know exactly how I'm going to do them here, but I see this hole here and then here. So maybe a screw here to hold one, screw here to hold the other side, and do the same on both sides, and they'll hover right in these AC vents. But yeah, it's coming along. I still have to find a power supply. I usually have them found, but right now it's being a little difficult. But yeah, it's coming.